Get ready for the show, it's about to begin. Pro fan talk where we dive right in. Sports talk, hot takes, ain't nothing we lack. We the real fans, nothing holding us back. Mic check, 1, 2, y'all know the drill. We bringing the energy, we keep it real. Touchdowns on liquid air, on the slam dunks on the court. Every sport, every game, we holding down the fort. We breaking down the plays, dissecting the stats. Pro fan talk, we keeping it fat. Debating with passion, no filter, no doubt. We the voice of the fans, we scream and we shout. Get ready for the show.
Sorry about that. What's going on, folks? I'm checking out Atlanta and Las Vegas right now. But Indiana Fever, they go down in New York, 84-98. Um, they were playing a pretty good game until the fourth quarter. Couldn't close it out. And they had a bunch of those situations where they had good, again, they played pretty good defense, all things considered, and they just didn't convert on the other end. And not for nothing, in the fourth quarter, Sabrina Ionescu gets red hot and they have no answer. So, so yeah, it is what it is. What's good, Carlos? RC Hawkeye. Can you relate? Tiff. They had their opportunities to win this game. Those to me, those are the games that are frustrating. When you have opportunities to take it and you just can't take advantage of those opportunities. You got wasted efforts. I hate wasted efforts. Sophie Cunningham was 5 for 8 from 3. She took all 3-point shots. 5 for 8 from 3. 15 points. That was her whole game. Natasha Howard, 13 points. Aaliyah Boston, 15 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals. Aaliyah Boston had a damn game. Wasted effort. Erin McDonald, yeah, she was all right. 5.6 assists, 3 steals. She filled up the stat sheet. Kelsey Mitchell, 29 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds, um, 2 steals. 20, 29 points wasted. Wasted. Sabrina Ionescu gets red hot. They didn't have Leonie Fever 17, Brianna Stewart 17, Jonquel Jones 18. Sabrina Ionescu, for her getting hot in the end, she only scored 13 points. She only scored 13 points. Jonquel Jones had a great game back, 3 for 7 from deep, 5 for 13 from the floor. Made all of her free throws, but very winnable game. Very winnable game tonight for the Fever. And they blew it. They blew it. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that with the Phillies. Yeah, Sanchez got busy tonight. He got it done, and they finally let him go full tilt. How many times have we had good pitching, and then they pull him in the seventh or something like that? So glad they let him go for the full term, and he paid dividends. Paid dividends. So, um, RC, what you talking about? Maybe I just need to see Caitlin back, or maybe I need to dial back some of my belief in this team. What's the team ceiling for you to say? I still think they can make the playoffs. First of all, Caitlin Clark ain't coming back for the next 2 weeks. At least I'm gonna say 3 to 4, but she is not playing for at least the next 2 weeks. Ain't gonna happen. Let the girl rest. Period. If they keep playing like this, I don't. Is Caitlin gonna bring you that much of a difference on defense? Is she gonna convert the shots? I gotta figure out a way to go in and find that metric Like when they make a defense, I know you can, just get the play by play, but uh, maybe I'll just do that. Indiana was playing some good defense tonight, and then when they go down on the offensive end of the court, they can't make the buckets, and it's like, what are y'all doing? I don't understand that. I don't understand. We play good defense. Lexi Hall, Sophie Cunningham, Kelsey Mitchell, and even Ari McDonald, because she is stupid quick. Our defense is tight. Converting on the other end is killing us. It's killing us. Let me see. Did they yeah, they don't have these stats up yet. I can't go into the shot charts and all of that. Rotations, play by play. Yes, they haven't converted it yet. Yeah, they don't even have the charts over here. Damn, y'all ain't got nothing. Can I see the game book? Ugh. Excuse me, a wasted effort, man. Wasted effort. And New York getting Meesman. She was just the MVP of the Eurobasket, and now she about to play for the damn Liberty. That's like the New York Liberty are the damn Avengers right now. That don't make no sense. You got Kennedy Burke coming off the bench. You got Marine Johannes. You just got John Quell back, and now you got Meesman, the best player in Europe, is coming over to join you. And she's played with Natasha Cloud before. She's played with Sandy Brondello before, so she has some familiarity. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. I don't. There is no reason. There is no reason why um, New York doesn't make the finals unless something crazy happens. So I don't know what the Fever have to do. They play well, and it just I don't know. They just can't get over that hump. Um, when they crash hard, they crash hard in the fourth. They just crash hard in the fourth. Let me see shot charts. Fourth quarter. Dang, none of the charts are working right now. Damn it. Let me go to ESPN to see if they got anything. WNBA site is just not good right now. Let's go to scores. Wings and the Storm are playing. Let's go box scores. Play by plays. Okay, here we go. Let's go to fourth quarter. All players. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 points. 17 points. They got outscored 29 to 17. 29 to 17. The second half, they just can't get it done. Second half, they just can't get it done. Third quarter, it was 27 to 21. Fourth quarter, it was 29 to 17. Ugh. Let me see if I can find like a an example. Here, so here's one. So Indiana was stuck on 53 for so they scored 53. Kelsey Mitchell drove the lane, gets a layup at 8:37. 8:37. And it was almost, let me see. That's not too bad. That was a full minute. Kelsey missed a 26-foot three-pointer. So Sophie Cunningham made her three-pointer. Jonquel Jones comes back, makes a three-pointer. I'm trying to find those spots in the game where we make the defensive stop. And what did they do on defense? That's where you're getting those 5, 6, and 7 point swings. That's what I don't. That's what the Indiana Fever have to do better at. When you make the stop, I think Stephanie White is doing a good job with their defense. They're getting stops. They're making steals. Um, that aspect of it has been pretty good. But converting on the other side, just it ain't happening. It ain't happening. New York shot 50% from three, above 50%. They were 12 for 22. Lord have mercy. 54%. 54.5% from three. They made their free throws, 12 or 14, so that was pretty good. Rebounds was 30 to 34. That was pretty good. Um, 13 steals. Indiana got 13 steals, but 19 turnovers, but they forced 20 for New York. So that was even. Indiana scored 20 points off of turnovers. New York scored 16 points off turnovers. 14 fast break points. Uh, 34 to 42 points in the paint. We got outscored in the paint, but not by a lot. It's 8 points. So I guess that ain't great, but that ain't too bad. Um, 5 point difference or five. Um, we got 22 fouls to their 17. So we got fouled. Uh, we got five more fouls. No flagrants. Largest lead was 8 for us, 14 for them. You- Second half be killing them, man. Second half be killing them. Um, yeah. I mean, John Quell played well for this like to be her first game back. Um, and that's what CC needs to do. That's what Caitlin Clark needs to do. Just sit out. We're gonna have to take the lumps on this one. We're gonna have to take the lumps on this one. Don't be surprised if well, let me hold off on that. Let me hold off on that. Let me see about another week's worth of basketball. Because what I was about to say is don't be surprised if we get overtaken. Like if Chicago sneaks into that spot, but I need to see Chicago play. I know they got some new signings, but I need to see a little bit more um, after we start. And you got a lot of basketball to play. A lot of a lot of other people are probably gonna get injured, and you never know how that's gonna shake out. But all of these games, like for me, there's always a silver lining. And for me, that silver lining is I'm looking at the score and then I look how the game went. And for me, it was like at about the 4.5 to 5 minute mark in the third. That's when it started going south. That's when they started. I believe it was a 5 point swing. Um, New York scores a three. They get a turnover or a steal or something on the other end, and then they go back and hit a two before Indiana can do a thing, and that's a 5 point swing. And it just kept rolling more and more from there. That snowball just kept getting bigger and bigger. That's what they got to guard against. I mean, what are you going to do when New York shoots 51%? What are you really going to do? That was very similar to not Vegas, but that LA Sparks game when Kelsey Plum and what's the name, Azare Stevens, when they were like perfect from the floor in the fourth quarter. What are you going to do with that? What are you going to do with that? So New York shooting 51%. John Quill Jones, 18 points. They the Avengers, man. They did New York is the damn Avengers, dude. It's crazy. They got everybody. And everybody's playing well. Natasha Cloud knows her role. Natasha Cloud be out there shaking the bacon, but she looking to facilitate. She ain't looking to score. She doing hustle plays. She getting hustle rebounds, playing hustle defense. She playing her role. And it's working. Sabrina's doing Sabrina thing. She didn't have the greatest game tonight, but she came through when she had to come through. She came through when she had to come through. That's it. What else are you looking for? Brianna Stewart, 17 points. 17, 6, and 3 with a block. Filling up the stat sheet. You ain't gotta blow it out like you do in a 2K game. She ain't gotta have 70 points. Long as your points are meaningful, come in at a clutch time, that's all you need. And that's what we get. That's what we get. So um, you know, what's their schedule coming up? I want to see their schedule. Indiana Fever. All right. Full schedule. What we got? We got a lot of basketball to play. So let's just say, so we got Chicago, we got Vegas on Thursday, Chicago on Sunday, um, at Phoenix on the 30th. Then we got at Dallas, at Seattle, at Los Angeles, at Phoenix. Then we got Chicago at home on August 9th. So here's my prediction. Here's my prediction. We're not going to see Caitlin Clark until at least um, mid August. It is the 22nd now. So she got hurt a couple days before the All Star game. So let's say we're not going to see Caitlin Clark. Um, Maybe we'll see her August 9th, the Chicago game, when Chicago comes to town. Maybe that'll be almost a month. I have to track how long she's been out. Because it was what, almost a week before the All Star game. Then you had the All Star break, so that you count that as 1 week. This week would be week number 2. So middle of August, that'll be like 5 weeks she's been out. So to me, that's enough rest, but we'll see. But I don't see her coming back anytime soon. She ain't coming back in July. If she does, I'll be very, very surprised. I'll be very surprised. But again, this is a situation where this ain't Stephanie White. Stephanie White can't draw anything to where to make your team make shots. You got to be able to do that. You just got to be able to do that. So it is 27-24 Atlanta. 8:29 left in the second period. Jackie Young just pulled up and hit. No, that was not Jackie Young. That was, who was that? I lost her in the ponytail. Dana Evans, I guess. Brianna Jones loses the ball. She carried, but didn't call it. Popped a three. Hit it as Dana Evans. Yep. Aaron, nah, that's you getting a little extreme, bro. To me, that's extreme. No, she's not out for the season. And what's the ownership got to do with it? What's the organization gonna do? She got to play next year anyways. So that don't really make sense. So I don't think I doubt that. Sincerely, I doubt that. Um, we'll see. Everybody got, man, after this weekend, after the All Star weekend, everybody got something to say. I heard Colin Cowherd talking about the excuse me, the attitude, talking about Kelsey Plum. The problem with Kelsey Plum was, and this is how I took it. The joke was intended for Sabs because Sabs was on Team Clark. And I think she said it that way, trying to say that Sabs overslept or something like that, didn't want to come to the meeting. But I do understand why people think it sounded like she was taking a dig at Caitlin Clark. And now you got the Colin Cowherd speaking on it. You got other people, big media heads speaking on this, like she took a dig at Caitlin Clark. And it was like it wasn't a dig at Caitlin Clark. It was just trying to rib at Sabrina for a little bit. But I understand why people come to that conclusion because she shouldn't have said shit. She shouldn't have said nothing about that. That ain't had nothing to do with it. That's why Sabrina said what she said. Like you ain't have to bring all of that. You ain't have to. That was unnecessary. And now she get what she get. She get exactly what she get. Sometimes you need to keep your mouth shut. It is so many people that are talking just to say they had something to say. They really don't have anything to say, but they just talking just to say they that they could talk. We used to do this thing. I had a buddy of mine this is back when I used to work for Apple, and we used to have, on the weekends, we would, the store opens at 10. We'd be there at 8 getting ready. 9 o'clock, we would have a team meet, right? And they would have topics that they picked, and the managers was, they had all past notes and stuff like that. And they would always have a Q&A session. And there would always be somebody who would end up making a great point. They made a great point, and then somebody after them would say, "Hey, just to piggyback on what they said," and then they would proceed to regurgitate the same exact shit the dude said in the first place. And it's like, why you even go through all that? You saying the same thing. You're just trying to make it look like you thought of it instead of they thought of it. Not to piggyback, but I'm piggybacking. I'm gonna say verbatim the same stupid thing. I used to drive me nuts. I had a count one time. Me and my buddy, we was laughing. We counted 18 piggybacks. 18 times somebody said, well, just to piggyback what such and such said. Like, you don't need to piggyback. They said it perfectly. You don't need to say it again. But they gotta the t-shirts and the protests and all that type of stuff. Um, and the way people think Kelsey Plum, everybody's ripping her, and it's like they took the quote out of context. But I understand. And at the very least, don't say shit. Just keep it quiet. Don't make no jokes. You in a situation right now in this CBA, everything you say about another player speaks volumes on the whole league. Because when you talk about a players association issue, you are speaking for the whole league. And that's what I don't think they understand. Every breath you take, you speaking for the whole team. So be careful what you say, and be careful who you choose to say it. So, but we gonna see what happens. Got a lot of basketball to play. Lots of basketball. Um, Vegas is up on Atlanta right now, 31-29. We'll see if they can rattle off a couple wins. We'll see. But when they get this, New York gets this Avenger squad, and it ain't really much that anybody can do. I don't see it. New York's going to end up. New York's got a very good opportunity to go back to back. Let me say it like that. I'm not guaranteeing nothing, but the Liberty have got a good chance to go back to back because they look that good, and they just got a good signee. So, so we'll see what's going to happen. You talking about the with CC rushing her back? Yeah, that's not uncommon for big time elite level players to have their own team because teams can be scandalous when it comes to that, which is why people have their own team. But I don't think it'll Caitlin Clark knows what she needs to do. You know, she got burned once. She's learned her lesson. Sit your ass down till you're ready to come back on the court. Not a minute sooner, not a minute later. But at the meantime, sit your ass down. You don't want to get hurt. And the league doesn't want you hurt. The league doesn't want you hurt. So it's gonna be on her to get herself together. So hopefully it won't be too late. And hopefully they won't keep, stay sticking in these games for a half and then second and or the third and the fourth period, it looks crazy because they can't buy a bucket. Ugh. So, all right, hold on for a second. I'm gonna put pause on real quick because my wife just got home with some groceries. I gotta help her get this big bag out the car. So I ain't going nowhere. I will be right back. Don't go nowhere. All right, we're back. Appreciate that. Had to go get the groceries. Had to help out, wifey. It was a heavy bag though. Yo, did y'all see Ozzy Osbourne passed away? Ozzy Osbourne and Malcolm Jamal Warner. Crazy. The honeydew list. Well, no, because I called. I was waiting because I knew I was gonna go on at around 10 o'clock, and she went out late to go pick something up. So I called her and asked. I said, "Hey, are you gonna need help?" And she said, "I should be okay." She said, "What, you about to go online?" I said, "Yeah." So she said, "Go ahead." But I knew she was going to end up calling me, so it's all good. It is all good in the hood. So, but let me see. 36-31, Las Vegas. Looks like Las Vegas is in control of this game, but ooh, good rebound. Alyssa Smith. Ooh, good pass. Lord have mercy. And then she missed the layup. See, that's the stuff. It ain't just Indiana. It ain't just Indiana. Everybody does that. And it's like you got to make them buckets when you get a good pass from somebody and Asia Wilson missed the layup right underneath the basket. She'd have made that. I'm telling y'all, I'm still gonna be pissed. Kiki Iriafen. And I already know it's not gonna happen. So I should just be pissed for the rest of the season that I ain't gonna see somebody dunk this year. I know Kiki can dunk. I know Michaela Timpson can dunk. We just ain't gonna see it in the game. That would take the roof off this. If somebody would just go ahead and just throw one down. Brittany Griner's too old. Her legs can't hold up like that no more. She can get up a little bit because I know she dunked in Unrivaled, but that was a fast break. She was by herself. She went up on two legs and barely got it over the rim. But she did it. So props to her. But I know Kiki can dunk. I know Timpson can dunk. And I know who else am I thinking of? I know the girl coming out of South Carolina can dunk. Uh, that was before she had knee surgery, though. Ashlyn Watkins. So I don't know what her rehab looks like, but I just knew Dominique Malanga is the other one. I knew Dominique can dunk, and she will dunk. She just don't have the confidence right now. But I watched her dunk all through Eurobasket, so she can do it. She just for whatever reason, I don't know if she's scared to make her nervous. I don't know, but all it's gonna take is for one person to legitimately throw one down, and then that's gonna change the game. So, but yeah, I'm not even gonna watch the rest of this game. I'm gonna chill out. I'm waiting to see when 2K26 is gonna drop with the Angel Reese cover, but I'm gonna buy it. I might buy it on Steam, so the cover really ain't gonna really do it for me. So not sure what I'm gonna do when it comes to that. But um, gonna be busy in the next couple weeks. If y'all notice, I'm streaming on both channels. I'm streaming on Pro Fan Hoops and Pro Fan Talk. I can do that. I got it's not a lot of people in the room, but I got most of the people from Pro Fan Talk, and I'm trying to get everybody over to Pro Fan Hoops for the basketball content. So if you haven't subscribed to Pro Fan Hoops, please do, please, please. So we're gonna split everything up because as soon as football gets started, it's gonna be all Eagles all the time on Pro Fan Talk. So I'm trying to um, take some good advice from people that are a lot better at this YouTube thing than I am, and splitting the channel so you don't split the audience. So, because I know a lot of people that like the WNBA don't necessarily like football. A lot of people that like football don't necessarily like the WNBA, and both of those parties don't necessarily like golf. So, um, I got I got so I got three channels now. I got Pro Fan Talk, Pro Fan Hoops, and Pro Fan Golf. Pro Fan Golf I have not done. I'm working on a video now because I've um been at the driving range, and basically all this is footage of me hitting the driver. Went to the flea market, bought some cheap clubs, and I take those cheap clubs to the driving range and just beat the hell out of them. I already broke one of them. So that's actually the first video of me breaking the first club. So that should be fun. I'm gonna have that up in a couple days. Ain't no rush. But the basketball, the hoops, and the talk is where it's going down. So I'm already trying to plan on as soon as I get my schedule together. I'm planning on getting the three Eagles practices. I'm definitely gonna do some tailgating. I'm trying to get there to do a tailgate so I can stream at the same time. So I definitely want to do that. So the Eagles content is going to be tight this year. So it's going to be tight this year. So we trying to do something a little bit different. And all y'all Eagles fans, I hope you'll come with me. And all you basketball fans, all we doing is just moving across the street. We gonna keep it. We gonna keep it moving. We definitely gonna keep it moving. So hope to see y'all there, man. Um, I didn't want to get on too long. Been rocking about 35 minutes. So that's good. So yeah, can you relate? I wasn't really disappointed either. However, I do get frustrated. Um this is I can't say that. I won't say I'm not disappointed. I won't say that. Because in my opinion, they had an opportunity to win this game. They were good enough. They are good enough to win against New York. They are good enough. They just couldn't hold it into the fourth quarter. They just couldn't make those conversion shots when they get to stop on defense. On the other side, on the offense, they couldn't make those shots for whatever reason. But you got good performances from three people. Aaliyah was good. Kelsey Mitchell was good. Kelsey Mitchell was the best. She's going to be your leading scorer while Caitlin Clark is out. And then Sophie Cunningham did what she did. And it's like, and you still lost. You still got to, I don't know, I don't even know what to call it, man. You gotta be able to maintain through the second half. And that's what Indiana cannot do. They've been struggling with that all year. Second half of games, even the ones they win, I've seen maybe two dominant performances from Indiana. Everything else is they fighting for their lives. So maybe they'll post it up. Who knows? Who knows? But I'm gonna get up out of here. Lexi played. Lexi had a pretty decent game too. She had a pretty decent game. Like I said, they had an opportunity to win, even without Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark, um, they definitely need Caitlin Clark, but they figured out because they've done it before. They figured out how to play and how to win without her. And what they need to do is, and it's not like the formula changed. It's not like they didn't do anything different. In my opinion, they didn't make the shots after the defensive stops. That's it. They make those shots, keep that lead. This is a different ball game. It's a different ball game. So we're gonna get up out of here, man, and we're gonna get back to it tomorrow. Look for more Eagles content coming soon. That should be fun, and look for more uh, WNBA content. The closer we get to the playoffs, so should be ready to go. Y'all have a good night. I appreciate y'all, and I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. All right, holla at you then. Peace.